What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the movie The Northman. This is a movie I actually meant to watch for a while. It looked really cool, and honestly, I don't even know. When did it come out? This came out in 2022, so yeah, I've been sitting on it for a while. And I remember I actually went to Best Buy when they were still selling movies. And I was going to pick this one up on Black Friday, and I can't really remember why I didn't. But ever since then, it's just kind of been sitting on the back burner, and then I saw it on Netflix, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to watch this goddamn thing. And I'm glad I did, because this is actually a really solid movie, and I'm glad I checked it out, finally. Now, I gotta be honest, when I first decided to watch this, I thought it was going to be a completely different type of movie. I had zero idea what this was about, and ended up being a lot deeper, and the story ended up being a lot more rich than I really thought it would be. I thought it was just going to be Alexander Skarsgård going nuts, fucking beating the fuck out of people the whole movie. And there is a good chunk of the movie that is that, but it's a lot deeper than just him kicking ass. Now, I guess to give a brief synopsis of what this movie is about, without giving away anything, I'm just going to say it's about revenge. And revenge movies are one of my fucking favorites. I mean, The Crow is my favorite movie of all time, and that is like just a straight up pure fucking revenge movie. And I think this movie is better when you straight up don't know anything, because I just decided to watch it. I didn't read the synopsis, which does kind of spoil the beginning, so I'm glad I didn't read it. But the setup for this movie is spectacular. I will say it's kind of a, funky movie in a few ways. Like, there are some scenes at the beginning where they set the tone pretty quick at what you're going to be seeing. There's men getting on all fours, like acting like dogs and shit, and it was honestly pretty entertaining. And there's also a random scene at the beginning of Willem Dafoe swinging his prosthetic dick around, so that's fun. And if that was somehow not a prosthetic, it 100% was. But if it somehow was not, then lucky you, Willem Dafoe. I give you a golf clap for that. This movie is straight up wild, and it dives into like Norse mythology and stuff. Actually, I shouldn't say like dives in, but it does heavily rely on like, them believing in Odin and just believing in gods straight up. There's scenes that involve Valkyries, and they leave it more so up for interpretation where, like, are you actually seeing what you're seeing, or is it just the character believing in those things and you're seeing it from his perspective? Again, a lot deeper and more thought-provoking movie than I thought it would be. And Alexander Skarsgård, I know a lot of people love Bill Skarsgård, because, I mean, rightfully so, the guy's fucking dope. But I haven't actually seen that many movies that Alexander Skarsgård's in. Really, the most memorable one for me was a small part he played in a Seth Rogen movie with Charlize Theron. But he was a goofball in that. And then to see him in this, man, he kills it. Like, his whole demeanor this entire movie is very somber, but you feel for him, and then when you see him go nuts, you're like, holy shit, this man can act. He was really on his game in this, and I don't think that if he wasn't the main character in this, I would have been as invested. I'm sure there's other people that could have done a great job, but what he did in this movie really made me feel sympathetic to his character, and it just made me root for him, even if he was doing some pretty heinous shit. And when he goes like straight up feral beast mode and is screaming everywhere and all that type of shit, man, I loved it. Overall, a very solid movie. I will say this probably is more of a one watcher for me. I don't really see myself watching this again unless I'm showing it to somebody else, but for me, it's a solid one and done, and I'd give it like an 8.4. Very good movie, a lot of great actors, a lot of great and pretty eerie and weird imagery. And again, I love the Norse stuff, because ever since I started playing God of War again, when, I was about, like, I've been playing God of War my whole life, but I really got into like the Greek and Norse mythology because of those games, and that was around when I was like 18. And now every time I see it, I always love seeing it, so them leaning on that really made me up this movie, score-wise, and just my overall enjoyment of it. It's a movie I would definitely recommend if you're into this type of stuff, and if you love revenge movies, then 100% check this out. I just straight up think it's a solid watch, so yeah, that'll go ahead and do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.